Talking about let's see how it goes. I spoke about this on the other day about regarding on the random show, but I need to obviously cover this on Taz because I'm sure some of you guys haven't heard, but I'm sure some of you have because this guy's gone viral. Unfortunately, 4 Extra has sadly blown off his hand with a firework on the 4th of July. Yeah, you heard that right. 4 Extra, the essentially the new Crip Mac at No Jumper. The guy's been running up the numbers, doing bits and bobs, been in and out of prison, challenging people to fades, taking up squabbles at every occasion, shouting and barking at people on camera. You know, he's a big personality. He's fun. He's entertaining. He's a bit of a star, to be honest, despite him being rough around the edges. And he's definitely breathed some new life into No Jumper. Adam 22 is kind of exploiting him a little bit, taking the piss, but hey, he's putting himself up for it. He's probably getting paid handsomely for it, so who fucking cares? Lately, he's been trying to, I feel like, up the antics. He's got into some big beef with 607 Unc on the platform. He threatened to kill him live on camera and shit. Crazy shit. So much so that 607 Unc quit No Jumper for a while or for a couple of days, and then I think was told to come back. So he's been on the mad one. I feel like every other day he's doing more and more mad things online to go more viral. So I wonder if this was in part, this was one of the fucking things that he was trying to do to go viral, to, you know, blow off a fucking firework during the 4th of July celebrations. But unfortunately, it kind of backfired and he blew his entire hand off. Now, thank God No Jumper blurred this picture, but I've seen the uncensored picture. I'm sure some of you have also seen it on the fucking timeline. The uncensored version of this picture is fucking gruesome. Legitimately, his whole entire hand is gone. If I'm not mistaken, the only thing he might have still there is the palm of his hands and maybe his thumb. From what I could see, it looked like the bones of his fingers are exposed, so they're just like, you know, bones of his fingers, but there's no flesh around those fingers. It looks like he might just have a thumb left. And I'm not too sure if even he's got a thumb, because it's a bit mangled. Like, and I think it's his, and to make it worse too, it's his right hand. So it's his right hand, and I'm assuming he's probably right-handed. It's completely blown off. It looks like he's got his thumb left, or maybe one finger left, and all the other fingers are gone. And you can tell he was holding the firework because sorry, the explosion looks like it happened on the inside of his palm. So it blew it all back. So the inside of it is all mangled and shit, covered in fucking blood. The picture online is fucking mad. And lately, or just the other day actually, I saw another picture somebody showed of what looked like might be his thumb. There was a picture that I don't know if it's actually his thumb, but there's a picture of a thumb that's on the floor. It looks like his hand, to be fair, because he's always showing his hands and his fist on stream, talking about squabbles, showing off his rings. So I think I recognize what his thumb looks like. I think that was his. There's a thumb that's on the floor. It's kind of severed, of course. That was kind of blown off as well. So that looked really, really fucking gruesome. And then fucking Adam 22 from No Jumper revealed, vis-a-vis his Instagram stories, he provided an update and said that this story is even worse. Allegedly, 4Extra was filming, I don't know, some skits or whatever for these fireworks, and his friend's face got blown off. So 4Extra blew off his hand, and his friend, who also was fucking around with these M80 fireworks, allegedly blew off half their face. So whatever damage 4Extra has to his hand, someone's got that on their face. And I'm wondering, what would you rather? I think most people would go with the hand, innit? Like if you had to choose between those two accidents, those two mainings, right? Would you rather blow off all the fingers of your preferred hand, or would you rather blow off half your face? I'm taking a hand all day long. I'm taking a hand all day long, mate. I'll wear a prosthetic. I'd get it numbed out, whatever. You know what I mean? I would have a cool Chrome Hearts hook or something, you know? I'd fucking do whatever with the non-hander. It'll still be annoying because you have to change everything about your life, right? I think it's like when you get injured, you don't realize. It's like when you pull your back, for instance, like when you do deadlifts, and then you pull your back and you don't realize how painful it is because you use your back in everything, right? Every little tiny movement you usually use your back. So when you pull the muscle, it can be so excruciatingly painful, but it kind of humbles you and makes you realize how important it is to have, like, you know, your back in working order. So I can only imagine how much of a mindfuck it's going to be for somebody who had their hands working as per usual normally, and then suddenly to go to a place where you can't use your hand anymore. You know, your right hand at least. It must going to be a fucked up situation. So I really do feel bad for him, but I think if I had to choose, I'm going for the fucking hand all day long. But I can't imagine how the person is that blew up their face, how they're feeling. It's going to be fucking traumatic. I feel like the fact that we haven't heard nothing directly from 4Extra kind of shows you how traumatic this experience has been. I've not heard a single word from that guy. Like he's kind of disappeared from social. He's, I guess, basically recovering, trying to get right. But I have not heard a single word peep from Fort Extra. And he's very loud on social, very loud, I guess, in person. But he's definitely recovering, definitely trying to get right. But yeah, honestly, that picture online is brutal, bro. It's so disgusting. Like, and just again, a reminder just how quickly your life can change. And also a reminder of not to fuck around with fireworks. Our parents always, it's like, the older you get, the more you realize how right your parents were, in it. These little bits of advice, right? About telling you to stay away from certain people who eventually, in my life especially, all turned out to be fucking, you know, bad people, unfortunately. Or when it's telling you to not jump on certain things, jump off certain things, play around with fireworks, and then look what happens, you know? Like, I think this is, to be fair as well, I think this is a type of thing, right? This is a type of thing that you probably would be okay to do if you were younger, if that makes any sense. I think this is kind of embarrassing too when you're older. That might be the reason why it's also gone quiet. It's kind of embarrassing when you do this yourself, when you play stupid games like this, when you fuck around and find out on yourself and you're like, you know, plus 30, plus 40 years old. It doesn't look cute. Somewhat understandable when you're a kid and you're drunk and you're trying to impress people, you're trying to show off, like, but when you're like a grown man and you blow up your hand with a fucking firework because you didn't know how to light it properly, because somebody said allegedly that these M80s, because I did my Googles and watched some videos on YouTube about how loud and aggressive and fucking powerful these M80 fucking fireworks are. But somebody said on the Reddit, I think on No Jumper Reddit, that the fuse on the M80s are really tricky. They're really all over the place. Sometimes you light the fuse and the thing will explode straight away. So it depends what they make the fuse out of. So sometimes you have time enough to light the fuse at the top and then chuck it and then run. But sometimes as soon as you light the fuse fucking goes and then boom, it kind of explodes in a second in your hand. So you have to be really careful about that sort of shit. So maybe Fort Extra didn't do anything wrong. Maybe he just got really unlucky and the one M80 firework that he had was faulty one and the fuse was fucked up and it kind of blew up in his hand that way before he could either escape. But I just think it's one of those type of things where it was probably avoidable, you know? It was probably fucking avoidable. That's a real sad thing, is that at your big age, something like this happening is kind of fucking embarrassing. And there's another picture here as well. Somebody posted on No Jumper Reddit of Fort Extra being carried away on a hospital bed. Carried away by an ambulance. And yeah, man, look at it. Fucking hell. Oh, I guess if it's involving a firework, I guess the fire brigade has to come out too, right? That looks like a fire brigade officer. A firefighter, sorry. Firefighters also have to come out if you get involved in something to do with that. Look at his face. Like, he looks so fucking sad. Like, his whole life has changed completely for the worse, basically. He now has a whole different challenge ahead of him. And again, I wonder if this is all a content virus thing. This is all the consequences of, like, chasing virality. Wanting to go viral. Wanting to keep them the algorithm fed. Getting addicted off of that dopamine likes of whatever else it may be. You know, like, ugh. I don't know, man. Life is fucking tricky. Life is fucking tricky. So yeah, big up Fort Extra, speedy recovery and all that, and to the friend as well whose face allegedly got blew up as well. Hopefully they're okay as well, because that's fucking crazy. Yeah, there's, oh, look at Keepy saying, dude, what if it was some bullshit music video? Oof, even worse, bro. Even worse if it was for some like LA fucking artist. The music video was probably gonna get like 5,000 views and you've lost your hand for 5,000 views. Look like a ghoul, you picking face. Big up Mrs. To Your Girl. Bit of Apex Putter. Had my thumb reattached. Couldn't imagine that. Yeah, god damn it. Yeah, exactly. How about a neither, because I'm not redacted. Okay, oh, okay. About blow up your face with your hand. Big up Young Old Vibes. Okay, fair play. Fair play, sis. Fair play, fair play, fair play.